Well, the Public Works and Infrastructure Department is calling on stakeholders and the public to comment on the expanded Public Works program. It's one of government's strategies to alleviate poverty through creating work opportunities using labour-intensive methods. Right now, any jobs that can be created is a good thing. Minister Patricia de Lille also updating on municipalities that are owed money by the DPWI, Department of Public Works and Infrastructure. Let's head over to the Minister now. Patricia de Lille joining us from Cape Town this morning. Hello to you, Minister. Good to have you with us on eNCA. I appreciate the time. I think we'll get to DPWI in just a moment, but I think most people want to know what's happening with Parliament. When are we going back to our home?
Well, this coming Friday, we will be presenting the second phase of our report, the independent report, to the members of Parliament. I have presented the report to the Speaker of Parliament and also to the National Prosecuting Authority because Parliament at one stage was declared a crime scene. We have now costed the actual damage. The damage for the old Assembly chamber is over 300 million, and then also for the new Assembly chambers over 700 million. The time that it might take to repair, depending on when we start, it will take about 18 months to repair the old Assembly chamber, and anything between 3 and 4 years to repair the new Assembly chamber. So once Parliament give us a directive how to proceed and when to proceed, we will certainly be starting on that.
Minister, did you say 3 to 4 years? It seems like an awful long time. You can build a World Cup stadium in Cape Town in that time.
No, when I say 3 to 4 years, it will run concurrently.
Oh.
The new Assembly chamber, a lot of damage has been done there. The facade, the outside part of the new Assembly is still intact. But there is an opportunity also to build, rebuild the inside of the National Assembly according to new safety standards and fire standards. But these are just estimates. Depending on what Parliament finally approve, the time can be adjusted.
So public comment on the expanded Public Works program as well. So I'm seeing the call made for public comment. Talk to us about this expanded Public Works program. Minister, labour-intensive employment, which considering our employment numbers or unemployment numbers, any work right now is good work. What's the reaction been so far? What are you hearing?
The Extended Public Works program has been around for just over 23 years. And there is a need to review the policy now and adapt to the current circumstances. We do create just over 1 million job opportunities per year. It is a strategy to assist with poverty alleviation. What we are looking at now is that how do you amend the EPWP policy subject to public consultation to also include compulsory training to make sure that when people emerge from the Public Works program, it's not just a social relief program, but a program that can actually give them some skills. There are some skills development, but the funding for the skills development is not included in EPWP, and therefore we then have to apply to the National Skills Fund if we want to do any training. But also there is this whole debate about the national minimum wage, whether the EPWP should move and evolve over a period of years to also pay the minimum wage. Currently, the EPWP is about 60% of the minimum wage. So that's part of the public participation process. And of course, you know, we will also take the policy to NETLAC, where it was conceived more than 23 years ago. and then also get the input from Labour, government, and from communities also.
I was about to ask about NEDLAC, but you led me there very nicely to ask about taking it back to NEDLAC and all of those associated organisations around it. Minister, I'm going to be with you again in a couple of minutes. It's not just over for the moment. We're going to come back. We're going to talk about payments to municipalities a little bit later. We know there's been an ongoing issue there off the back of the AG report. There's still a bit more to talk about, Minister, and thank you for your time. I'll come back to you again.